All right, everybody, welcome to Beyond the Leaderboard. This is Trey Honeycutt. Thanks for jumping on. Today we have a very special guest. I'm super excited about this. This is somebody who basically came into FFL in January or February, like late January is when he got writing numbers. He's already issued well over $500,000 personally for the year. His team is absolutely exploding. He's made a huge impact on our agency, and not just our agency, but the entire company. And I'm really excited for you guys to get to hear his story as we go beyond the leaderboard with Zeke Torres. So welcome, Zeke. I wish we had the cool sound effects hooked up where you could get cheers and applause and all that stuff. But my main computer's down at the moment. So we're going to make sure where there's a will, there's a way. We're going to figure out a way to make it work. So Zeke, for people that don't know, tell us a little bit about your background and your story and how you ended up here. All right, so your microphone's off, Zeke.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect. I was fired up even when I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, there you go.
Just the way you were talking, I was like, I'm in.
But first of all, thank you, Trey, for having me on the call. It's a privilege, an honor to be on the call. And to not only that, to be also under your leadership, too. So I really appreciate everything you've done for me, my family, our team. And couldn't be here or on a better team than coast to coast. So really appreciate it. Just wanted to say that. But my story goes is that I've been in the industry, in the insurance industry for about 8 to 10 years prior to this. And I come from a different IMO. And, I was I'll give you a little quick brief on it. I was there for over 8 years, made multiple 6-figure income. I had an agency, plus licensed agents under our leadership, multiple offices across the country, and was expanding and growing. And then COVID hit, and then we heard about another company called FFL, and that was another thing that also hit my agency. And I started more as the year went by. And, some of my agents started to, leave our organization and our IMO to come to FFL. And so me getting, what I needed to know where they're going, what's going on. And so for me and myself, I actually started looking into FFL for about a year and a half prior for me even making the switch to come over to FFL or to reaching out to anybody. And the reason why I did that, because, I was all in. I was all in my other IMO. I wanted to make it work. It was working. It was good. And but see, I heard a quote from somebody that says, you want to go from good to great. And I wanted to go to great, so I had to leave good. And great was FFL after I researched everything, after I looked into everything. And I just wish for me that, or other agents that don't get caught up in the relationship that you have at your other IMO, because relationships don't pay your bills. Relationships don't retire your family. Relationships don't get you to the next level. And you got to take care of your family. You got to take care of you. And so when I look into FFL, like I said, it took me about a year and a half to make the switch, because I'm a very relationship person. So the relationships were keeping me at my current situation or my current level. And I just had to, really sit down and think and pray about it and say, what do I need to do now to take care of my family? Not just for now, but for the future. And I looked into FFL. One day I came home from training. We had trainings at our office like every Monday, every Wednesday, every Saturday. And I would do the trainings. And I just couldn't bring the fire no more, knowing that there is another company out there that can help the people that I was training that were not making any, make them to go out there and help families, because it's like I'm starting these people out at 25% contracts, 30% contracts, where they can come to FFL, minimum start at 100%, contract level, and go make their family. It's like, how can I be that leader to tell them, hey, this is the best company, this is the best IMO, me knowing it's not, me knowing that there's a better opportunity for my agents to go out there and succeed somewhere else. So I said, you know what? I made the change. So one day over about a period of a year, I came home, after the training appointments that I did, after the meetings that I taught, I came home and I started researching FFL, and I would fall asleep. Around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning to FFL videos, and I started looking at them. It started to intrigue me a lot more and more and more until one day, after about a year and a half, about a year and a month, I said, you know what? Let me just go on there again, and I typed up FFL video, and a video came up, and then say here on the YouTube. And I listened to the whole thing, and I just connected with Trey, and I connected with Sahir, and I said, you know what? I make that decision that night that I was going to reach out and find and really dig into this and get more information. I inboxed Sahir, and he got back to me probably within a day or so. And he was up in Northern California, and he introduced Trey. With Trey is like 45 minutes from me in Victorville office. And I went in there with the open heart, open mind, and I knew Trey was a Christian, and I know he wouldn't lead me or steer me the wrong way. And I met with Trey at his office, and remember, like he said the story the other day, it was very, very cold in his office. It was like a freezer. I don't know if the heater. He was testing me already, right? That was my first test. And I told him that I was gonna go to my car and get a jacket because it was freezing. And he probably didn't think I was going to come back, but I came back, and the rest is history. I sat in his office for a couple hours, and we even took a picture. And I said, Trey, this picture is going to be up on a billboard somewhere, or up in the PowerPoint when I, because you already got yours, right? And I was just so blessed to meet somebody like Trey, and couldn't be blessed under his leadership. And I came over here because I wanted to change my situation. And not only that, I wanted to be an example and a light to other agents that FFL is real. And it's real is how much you believe it's real. How much effort you put into it. How much it's not all about you. It's all about giving to other people, because you help other people get to where they want to go. And in return, you'll be blessed to where you want to go, So I'm just blessed to be on Team Coast to Coast, Trey, 100%, brother. And I can't wait to do this, man, to make history together, Trey.
I'm excited. Yeah. Well, it starts with you, but it's not about you. And I think that's something that you realized right in the beginning. And you got after it so quick. How much did you issue your very first month?
30,000 issue premium. January.
And then what about the next month?
52.
Okay, so no excuses right out of the gate. Now, where you came from, they didn't have leads, and somebody had said to me, they go, I don't know about Zeke, man. He came from a company where they don't have leads. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it. I go, what do you mean he's gonna be able to? Of course he's gonna be able to do it. He's been selling people that didn't even want insurance. Now he's gonna sell people that are actually interested. Like, it's on,
Exactly. I heard the same thing. I even got text messages. Are you sure you never ran leads before? And in my head, I was thinking, these are the people that want me to call them. These are the people that are telling me to come over. And when I come over, they're asking if I want something to drink, if I want food, whatever. They're asking me to come over. Why wouldn't I go? If I'm helping people that didn't want insurance, man, it's game on. My thing is, I'm doubling, tripling my numbers that I did at my previous IMO, because these people, I know what I can do, and I know how I can help families in the home that are asking for the type of coverage that I provide. So,
indeed. So tell us about that. I mean, when you started out, you hit the field, you started working like crazy. You didn't just talk about it. You were about it. That started to attract other people as well, right? And you started building a team right away. So if you could, people that are watching this, that I think what happens is people don't know how good they have it when they just start it here. I think the people that always do the best at FFL are people that came from somewhere else, and they realize that they're, now they're in the right place at the right time. So share with people listening how impactful that was for you getting started, knowing where you came from and what this had to offer. You're sort of frozen. Darn it. Are you frozen, Zeke?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm good. Okay, I'm good. And we're just bringing the fire. We're just bringing the fire right now, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So, absolutely. So I'll just say this. People don't understand how good they have it here that started here. I come from okay. I've learned a lot over there. It taught me a lot, taught me, the ins and outs of the industry and all of that stuff. I appreciate it. But at the exact same time, coming over here, not having to depend on just going out and recruiting people to your agency because you need to get into their market in order for you to make money, in order for you to sell, in order for you to survive, right? That's how the system is over there. You recruit somebody, you sit down with them, you offer them a promotion if they give you so many, if you help them with so many families, if they hit so many points, you start them at a 35% contract, and you give them an incentive to get another contract level at 45%. If they recruit more people, if they sell to more people. So it was a system. Don't get me wrong. That system has worked for them for maybe 40, 50, 60 years, that type of system. But let me just tell you, system, that just because it worked doesn't mean it worked back then, doesn't mean that's going to work now. It's a new time. It's new technology. It's a new era, right? People caught on. It's different now, right? So at the exact same time, when I didn't have to go to the malls and go to the gas station and look for prospects and looking for people. I didn't have to do that when it came to FFL. I didn't have to look like I was a sniper at a mall or a sniper at a restaurant, or even with my family members. Every time I would go to see my family, oh, here he comes again. He's going to talk about insurance, right? He's going to talk. I can't just go to Thanksgiving and have a real dinner with my family because they're going to be like, oh, what is he going to tell me about now, right? This Thanksgiving is a whole lot different, right? This Thanksgiving, I have to talk about anything about insurance to my family, right? Because I got leads. I got people that want my help, right? And I heard it all, Trey. I heard it all, man. You're not going to win at FFL. FFL is a fly-by-night company. They're a candy company. They just talk sweet numbers to you. How can they start you at 100% contract, right? How can they give you bonuses on your team? How can you override your team and make money and build a business there, right? They told me so much stuff. They still tell me to this day, right? Oh, you're lucky. You just tell you something. You tell me again, you can get one of these in your face. Work, right? I just brought my work ethic, Trey, from my old IMO to this IMO. I worked this hard at my other IMO, but my other IMO I just didn't produce the income and numbers as high as here because a lot of my work over there was trying to motivate the dead people. We're trying to motivate people that didn't want to be there. We're trying to motivate people to do one sale a week or one sale a month, right? And they always said, it's like this. It's better if I want new people to get going. They always said, it's better than to revive the dead. So go out there and get new people, right? Go out there and continue to grow your team. And so when I came here, and I started doing the numbers that I'm doing, I started to attract people from my other IMOs or from even other companies. And they started hitting me up on Instagram, Facebook, Zeke, what's going on over there? What are you doing? We know that you had success at your IMO. Why would somebody like you in your position at your stature leave another IMO to come to FFL? And that just allowed me to tell my story to them. And if they believed it or not, but hey, let me just tell this. Numbers don't lie, people do. Remember that. Numbers don't lie, people do. And they're going to tell you anything and everything to try to keep you at your other IMO because they depend on you to help make money for them as well. Remember that, okay? So go here, man, Trey, in the beginning, like I didn't need to build a team to go out there and make money. I was making 30, 40, 50,000 my first 3 months here at FFL. But when they said, hey, if you entice and grow a team here, man, eventually in a year or two, you're going to be out in the field and you're just going to continue to grow your team. And I said, let's do this. If that's the case, FFL has allowed me to buy back those 8 years that I was at a different IMO, right? I missed a lot of, I'll be honest with you, I missed a lot of family functions with my family, games, being home, because I was always at these meetings. And coming to FFL, I'm getting that level back over here. But I know that in the next year or 2 years, I'll be able to, continue to, grow and be with my family and do all those things that I want to do. But right now it's focusing on the team, focusing on the business, and just getting closer. You push your leadership up and your team will pull you up.
Amen to that. So for people just getting started that may not have ever been in insurance, what do you think prevents people from making money right away?
Belief level.
You froze up, Zeke. One more time. Oh, darn it.
I said their belief level. Can you hear me now?
Yes, their belief level. Got it.
Their belief level, right? It all starts with their belief, not my belief in them, their belief in them. If that makes sense. I can believe in my team. I can believe that they're able to do it. I see greatness in them. They have all the ability, the potential, the talent to do so. But until that person believes that they can actually do it, okay, then they won't do anything. Until they believe they can do it, then they'll do something, right? I truly believe that, because at the exact same time, a lot of people get stuck in their own ways. A lot of people get stuck in their own habits. A lot of people get stuck in their own belief level. So when they come, and not only that, Trey, talk like this, a lot of people never been spoken, life into them. A lot of people have been spoken to death into them. You're no good. You can't do that. Why did they even hire you on to that insurance company? You never done insurance before. You work at Target, you work at McDonald's, or you didn't even graduate college. You come from a poor family. You were born on the wrong side of the tracks. You're not, a certain color, a certain age, right? So as a little child, these people have been spoken to. You can't do that. You can't do that. And then they're coming here and we're telling them, you could do this. You could be a Hall of Famer. You could go south. You could be a 20K producer. You can go out there and make money for your families. You can have a cash Christmas instead of a credit card Christmas this year, right? We believe in you. But Trey, until that wall is broken down, then they're going to go out there and make it happen. They always said, there's a saying out there, we can lead a horse and make them drink, right? You're in this business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself, if that makes sense. You're in this business for yourself, but the family, it's a community. All the leaders reach out to each other and help each other grow their agency. And I truly believe FFL really is a company for agents. FFL is a company for agents. And I hope, guys, you really, truly grasp onto that. You believe in that, because once you do, your whole life will change in an instant. Your whole life will change in an instant. And I'm just truly blessed. I'm really honored and blessed that I found FFL. And remember, things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And when people left my company, when people left my other team, my other IMO, If that didn't happen, then I probably wouldn't be here at FFL or looked into it. So I always truly believe things happen to you. Things happen to you before you as well. So
yeah,
I'm excited about that.
God's greatest gifts come in ugly wrapping paper. They come disguised as problems most of the time.
True. You know,
so
and saying that, whenever you're going through adversity, you know, whenever you're going through something, I always truly believe that, man, the devil's stopping something big from happening to my business or happening to my family right now. I go, let me go through this right now and endure this whatever's coming at me right now, because I know there's a blessing around the corner that the man upstairs is about to give us. So I really truly believe that. I know that a blessing's coming to our team, a blessing's coming to our family, and to all the families that are part of FFL Powerhouse as well.
Nice. I believe that too. So as far as your run schedule and whatnot, Zeke, I mean, what days do you run? How often do you dial? Tell us how that breaks down, and then, you know, how much you spend on leads and what that turns into in cash flow.
Most definitely. So on Mondays is dial day. I run just a regular typical FFL schedule. Mondays are on dial days. I run Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Thursdays dial day. Fridays and Saturdays I'm out in the field. But because it's the holiday and I have a personal goal of issuing over 600,000 in issue premium, like right now my schedule is tight. Like I'm trying to run almost all the time, so I'm dialing, and then what we're doing is I brought somebody on board to also help me out to try to schedule some appointments for me. So the days that I'm out in the field, the following day, I also have scheduled appointments already. So I'm out in the field tonight. I'm out in the field tomorrow. I'm out in the field Wednesday. You know, when this is aired, Thanksgiving's on Thursday. You know, I'm not running on Friday or Saturday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the following week, every single day I'm out in the field. Why? Because I have a goal to issue $600,000 in issued premium, and I'm very close, but I still need about maybe 60,000 issue premium, probably in the next 5 weeks. And so I need to get rolling, because the last week in December is Christmas, and a lot of people are not going to be wanting to sit down with insurance agents, right? But so I'm trying to cramp in as much time as possible. But I spend about, you know, 2,000, sometimes 2,500 a week on my leads, and I get them through MailPro. I get them through the CRM. I get old mortgage, 1 month old mortgage. I get 3 month old mortgage. I get whatever. Now I have work spots, so I now get discounts through work spots. So Fabiola always sends me discount codes. Like, here's another, you know, 30% discount, 40% discount on work spots, and I grab them up and we start dialing those numbers as soon as possible, and to schedule those appointments. But how I started in the beginning, guys, let me be truthful and honest with you. In the beginning, I was kind of leery about spending money to buy leads in the beginning, because I never ran leads before. I understand how you feel. So I hit up Trey being so warm-hearted and just a giving spirit. He gave me 300 leads that he had from, I guess, built up previously. And he says, Zeke, dial these leads and let me know what you get out of it. And I was on the phone. Sahir sent me this thing called a lead tracker. And I have my folder here. I have a lead tracker. And I tracked down how many phone calls I made and how many appointments I scheduled for. So I would not get up out of my chair that morning if I didn't at least schedule at least between 16 to 18 appointments for my next 2 Monday and Wednesday. So I would start at 7:30 in the morning. Okay, I would start at 7:30 in the morning, and then I would also Trey told me and Sahir told me to get on this thing called live dials every Monday and every Thursday, and I was able to see other people making phone calls while I was making phone calls, while hearing other people, hear what they said, how they revealed somebody saying, no, not today, or come by tomorrow, or I didn't fill this information out, right? Me. And so I started making my dials, and then I would stop around 11:30. My wife would make me some lunch. I would eat, and then I would come back at 1 o'clock to sometimes 8 o'clock at night. So I didn't get out of this chair right here until all my appointments were set for the following day and the following run day. See, I see people give up way too soon. That's why they don't have the success that they want, because they're not willing to do what champions do, right? They're not willing to do all the hard work, the grind. They want the success, right? Or I always say that, the quote, they want the glory, but they're not willing to go through the story, right? They're not willing to do the grind. They're not willing to do the hard work. They want all the numbers. They want the fame, right? But you got to get in, you got to get dirty. You got to do what's called the dirty to make it happen, right? And that's what you have to do. Nobody's going to give you anything. You got to go out there and get it, right? And so I'm very passionate about what I do. I go out there and give everything that I got, right? Because I said, this is my last shot at really doing anything in my life. I was a big sports guy. I was real talented in sports. I thought I was going to be a professional baseball player or a professional football player. I mean, they got my number hanging from the rafters at my high school, right? I was very good at baseball and football, and I thought that's what I was going to do for the rest of my life. But the man upstairs had a different story, and I thank God for that. And so I'm just saying this, guys. I truly believe some of you guys that are watching, this might be your last shot at doing something great in your life, and don't take advantage of it, because a lot of you guys have prayed for an opportunity just like this, and don't let it pass you up, right? Don't let the blessing pass you up that you've been praying for, right? Because, man, you might say, have you heard the story of that man that was in a flood, right? He was standing on top of the house and the water kept flooding. He said, Lord, please send me somebody to come help me, right? And he sent the guy in a boat to come help me. Oh, no, he rejected that man's help. Lord, please somebody to come help me. And the water started continuing to rise. He goes, no, I don't need your help. And he sent the guy the third time, Lord, please somebody to help me. He sent the guy the third time, and it was too late. The water had gone too high and he died. The moral of the story is you're asking God for a blessing, and he sent you an agent from FFL. He sent you that you watched on YouTube. Somebody sent you through Instagram, right? Don't let your blessing pass you by, because trust me, I truly believe you got 1 or 2 shots in life to do something with it. And I really believe FFL is my shot. So I just hope you guys really feel that.
Amen to that. Yeah, you might have 2 shots to change your life. I don't know if this is the first or the second, but this is one of them.
This is one of them.
That's for sure.
Exactly, Trey. So, exactly.
Well, thank you for jumping on this, Zeke. I really do appreciate it. I think everybody listening's going to get a lot out of it. We'll definitely do a round 2 of the Zeke Torres interview. Maybe not next week, but coming up soon. After he hits that 600,000, we'll do this again. But you guys make it a great week. This has been the Beyond the Leaderboard special guest, Zeke Torres.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Trey.